Welcome fellow Kiss fans, welcome to It's All For You Demon, celebrating the fun of being a Kiss fan. And tonight, chat and ramble time. Just a chat and ramble, no looking at any real merch or discussing an important topic, just a chat and ramble. And tonight our topic is gonna be the color we see behind me here in the jungle room area of the Wax Night basement, I guess we're gonna call it, because we got the green and we have this man. And he is going to be our topic tonight because I was doing some thinking, imagining if I was an 8-year-old boy in 1978 and I was only collecting one member of the band, who would it be? I think I've come to that conclusion that my member I would collect would be Peter Criss. He was the coolest looking member of Kiss. You have to admit it. At the end of the day, Gene can spit all the blood he wants. Paul can pout his lips all he wants. Ace Frehley can be as cool as he wants to be. But Peter Criss is the bona fide coolest looking member of the band. And to prove our point, Peter Criss has got the coolest solo album. Gene's got the blood, for sure, I get it. But the green, my God, the green. The green on his face, the green in his hair, and the detail of the cross. Oh man, it's so magical. I'm a huge fan of Peter Criss' solo album. It's one of my favorite solo albums. I probably rank the solo albums number 1 Gene, number 2 Peter. And I've always been hugely drawn to the Peter Criss artwork. Not sure why. There's just something so cool about it. And when I got this poster, it very much made sense why I love this artwork so much. When it is this huge in front of you, I'm trying to do this and hold the camera all at once. But when it's monstrously big like this, right in your face, so much larger than the album artwork, it just takes me to a place of how magical it would have been for this to hang on a kid's wall 1978, 1979, 1980. And just how larger than life this band is. Sometimes you have to step back and just realize there has never been another Kiss. There never will be. And how freaking cool is it to be a fan of this band? I mean, sometimes you just have to step back and look at it through a child's eyes. And that's kind of what I did with this little project here. Look at it through an 8-year-old's eyes and see the Star Wars magical. It's nostalgic magic. It's the only way to put it. It's nostalgic magic. On to example 2. Now in the 90s, reunion tour era, Ace Frehley signed his autographs with an Ace card, like drawing. But in the 70s, he did not. Example 2, Peter Criss being the coolest member of Kiss. His autograph containing that 3. I mean, how cool is that? Yeah, I mean, I forget Gene did the $sign in his ass. That's pretty cool. But Peter Criss did the 3. Also considering he could do his last name with the Kiss S's. That's pretty badass too. Example 2, Peter Criss being the coolest member of the band. Side note, Phantom of the Park magazine. Who looks the coolest on the cover? Peter Criss does. That's who. Example number 3, the Alive 2 poster. How cool would this have been on some kid's wall? 1977, Alive 2 spinning on their record player. And this badass guy, those gloves, the studded belt, holding the mic, getting ready to take center stage. What kid would not want to be Peter Criss in the 70s? Again, I get it. All the members had their own persona and their own coolness. But Peter Criss was kind of like Frank Sinatra. I mean, it just oozed. He didn't have to try. It was just there. Example 3, the Alive 2 poster. Example 3. The Halloween costumes. Who amongst us has the coolest colors? Come on, Peter Criss has got fluorescent yellow and pink. How fun is that? I mean, look at him. He's like glowing off of the Halloween costume. Nobody else is glowing. Everyone's just kind of there. Ace is kind of glowing, but Peter, his glow really bounces because of that highlights of pink in there. The biggest badass of the band, Peter Criss. What are we on, example 5 now? I didn't expect to have this many examples, but as I walk the room, you're a badass, sir. Example 5. I mean, come on. The puzzles. He's got 2 black cats, leopards, on chains. That, Ace, Ace is lost in space. Paul, just doing Paul. Gene, hanging out in the Chamber of Thrills. But Peter Criss has got 2 black cats on chains. That's pretty badass. Example 6. Badass multiplied. The Dynasty Tour book. He has literally a dead, naked, bleeding girl under his clutches. And honestly, you don't get more rock and roll than that outfit. Rock and roll danger, rock and roll excess, rock and roll badass. And to wrap it up with our examples, this is actually the picture that started this entire vlog. I saw this box one day as I was back here rummaging around, and I was like, how cool is that? Peter Criss standing there stretching his arms out in a pure rock star pose. Sure, Ace is doing it, with the pointy fingers, but Peter Criss looks extremely cool with the zippers on his pants, and he's also semi doing it here in the famous Cube photo. But again, how fun would that pose have been for kids to do? 1978, 1980, 2021. To me, you just look at these 4 guys, especially on this pose of the Cube photos from the doll box, and your eyes just gravitate towards the topic of discussion tonight. Peter Criss, the coolest member of Kiss. And let's not forget, how cool can you be to not officially really play on an entire album, but be on the cover, not play at all on another record, quit the band, and still be paid your piece of the pie contract for the next few years? Gasp, my friends. That is a rock and roll badass. Thank you for hanging with us tonight, waxing a little Peter Criss, a rock and roll nostalgia. Be good to your babies. Spay, neuter, microchip. Take care. Be safe. We'll talk to you soon.